How do you grieve? It's not really a title or a statement. It's more of a genuine question. The question is, how do you grieve? Because I've never been good at it. I've never been good at dealing with death or anything like that. Not. God, hair in my freaking face. Not just because of the subject matter is, but because of how I was raised. I was raised to not cry. I mean, literally not cry. You was not allowed to cry. If I cried, my mother would yell and scream at me. She did the whole "I'll give you something to cry about" speech, and so I would get screamed at and told boys don't cry and things like that from my mother. My dad never did that to me, but my mom did that to me anytime I cried, and it's what created my stress reactions and my anxieties. It created a lot of issues in me. I've been unable to deal with, because how do you grieve? How do you cry when you've been beaten into? I can cry for about a minute, maybe at most. I can let out some tears, but I can't let out a good, solid cry, like you need. And it's rough because I know some people grieve in different ways. Some people get really angry, and in fact, my uncle got really angry and he screamed at me, and I was supposed to be understanding because, he lost his sister and brother in law and nephew, and he lost a son and a father, and I'm supposed to understand. And, like, okay, in my lifetime, I've lost two grandfathers, an uncle, I've lost two good friends, I've lost my godfather, I've lost my mother, my father, and my brother, and I'm supposed to be the one who understands. I'm supposed to be the one to let him yell at me. He's not the one that found the bodies. He's not the one that has to deal with that stuck in his head, and I wish to God I could blow up on somebody. But I don't. I don't blow up on anybody. I don't take it out on anybody else. Alright? I don't. And I don't know how to grieve. As you can see, I can let a couple of tears out, but I can't get a good solid cry. And I need something. But there are people that don't want to allow it. There are people that have told me to give up on trying to fight for this house. There are people that have told me to just to just start all over, to just restart my entire life. And how do you do that? How do you just restart your entire life? How do you just leave everything behind and just go? And how can you expect me to do that the day of or the week of this loss? I can't do that. I can't give up anymore. I can't just roll over. That's not how I am. It's not how I can grieve. I don't know how I can grieve. I don't know how to deal with all of this, and how I can just start over. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. And I have so much anger. Anger for being left in this position. I've been dealing with my back. I've been losing weight. I want to get the surgery to get my back fixed. Give me a year and I can start working again. But I've had to lose the weight because I don't want to be paralyzed from the waist down. It's on the sciatic nerve, and the surgery was pretty dangerous, and the more overweight you are, the more dangerous it is, and I don't want to do that. But how how do I grieve? How do I deal with this? What am I supposed to do? Just what am I supposed to do? You know? I I can't sit for long periods of time still. I'm still having trouble doing it. I still have to get up. I still have to move. I feel like if I sit for too long, it all hits me, and I'm just left with my thoughts. My thoughts have never been a good place. They've never been a good place to be. A lot of the time now, I'm just stuck with them. I still want to go to my dad for advice, but I can't. It's something to think about, though. When if you have family or you have kids, uh, make sure you have all of your information in a lockbox or a safe or a file cabinet that they can get to and that they know where it is. Make sure you have all of the important information. You have birth certificates, you have social security numbers, you have titles, you have deeds, whatever you need. Just make sure it's in a place that they can get to because that is very important. And I gotta fix the car. And my family says to sell it, but how am I supposed to sell it? Because it doesn't have the title, so I have to get it retitled in order to sell it. But in order to get it retitled, I have to get it repaired, but they want me to sell it because it needs repairs. So I'm in a freaking catch-22. And it sucks. So just make sure. And make sure you know how to grieve. It's one of the most important things. Is knowing how to grieve. Knowing how to move on from the loss. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but I'm trying to figure it out, I guess. Anyways, see you later, navigators.